The conference FUMAT 2011 was a great success. This is not only my opinion, but opinion of many participants. We had together about 400 people in Warsaw. So it was a very intensive discussion about future of materials research in Europe, so discussion about new technologies. It is important that results will be transmitted to Polish presidency and as some recommendations for the next framework program Horizon 2020.
Udało się tutaj zaprosić przedstawicieli Komisji Europejskiej, również przedstawicieli naszego ministerstwa i wydaje się, że taki konglomerat, również prasę, to jest bardzo ważne. Także ten konglomerat ma właśnie spełnić jedno z zadań tej konferencji, nie tylko porozmawianie, w jaki sposób pracować nad tymi nowymi materiałami, ale jak uświadomić sobie wzajemnie, nie tylko w środowisku naukowców, ale również w społeczeństwie.
Chcemy nadal wspierać rozwój małych i średnich grup badawczych, czemu poświęcona jest chociażby częściowo dzisiejsza konferencja, gdzie musi być bezpośredni link między nauką a biznesem, a ten bezpośredni link możemy stworzyć wówczas, kiedy nie tylko naukowcy, ale również biznes będzie brał udział w kreowaniu nauki.
For me, it's very important that we have this conference because it's a conference where we focus on materials, but focus on materials for an application. Because in the European Union, what we want is not only do beautiful research, but bring this research also to an application. At the end, research is only fun if you apply it afterwards.
Nowe materiały, zaawansowane materiały są powszechnie uważane za tak zwaną technologię krytyczną albo technologię, która służy tak naprawdę rozwojowi prawie wszystkich obszarów współczesnej techniki. Budżet unijny jest gotów przeznaczyć znaczące kwoty na badania i sprawy związane z wytwarzaniem materiałów, ale do tego potrzebna jest mobilizacja i mówienie wspólnym głosem. Ta konferencja temu ma służyć.
Materials is a very important area for being competitive in the future. And we have to look how we can get the European industry more competitive on the global markets. And it's a program from 2014 to 2020. And we want to have new structures in the Horizon program. And the new structures should concentrate on the strengths of European industry. Europe could be socially very strong, but that depends on a good manufacturing side, and the manufacturing side depends on raw materials and materials which are used effective, which are done on the most modern base of production methods. And so we have, together with the science, with the researchers, think how we can get the whole area into a good future.
W otoczeniu przedstawicieli Komisji Europejskiej i wielu osób odpowiedzialnych za politykę naukową, także w Polsce, udało się to przesłanie przekazać o tych wyzwaniach, przed którymi stoimy cywilizacyjnie w Polsce i w Europie i które wymagają radykalnie nowych materiałów, nowych rozwiązań.
The issue of developing new materials is always interesting. People are not really focusing on specific application when they are developing. So we need to have this discussion, multidisciplinary discussion, to show them the way. Yeah? So that's why it's probably this meeting here, this conference is really important to open the doors.
The main problem today in an European frame about material is the coordination. And when I say coordination, I don't mean coordination among academy or R&D establishment, but again, a full coordination among academy, R&D establishment, and industrial system. I believe that part of the answer is already in Alliance for Material.
In nanotechnologies, we have different sectors. And of course, materials is one of the most important sectors. Without materials, you cannot do the technology. And that's the reason why I think it was very important for NanoFuture's platform to participate, to be able to give a presentation here at the Future Materials Conference in Warsaw.
This idea to create this conference related with future challenges on material side is very important for the development of Europe, because materials are the key element for the development of all enabled technology.
This conference is more, of course, focused on the research agenda and preparing the Framework 8 program. It's in progress, and it's part of the more scientific and the development side of it. But I think it's important that also people from industry are, let's say, indicating the areas where there is big interest and there is big development needed to get to more efficient. So it's more a testimony of, let's say, the industry.
The material science, materials research is so very important in order to provide new products, new solutions that bring us forward. We need also to integrate all these people within the European activities. The challenges, like in energy, they are so big that basically no member state alone can really provide all the solutions or develop all the solutions that one needs. And so I think it's a very good European forum to discuss all these matters.
What we see in the symposium, which we organize as part of this conference, is that it would seem that we're actually doing that. So what we have many disciplines together. People coming from physics, from chemistry, from biology, from the hard engineering sciences. And each of them possesses a skill, which when you combine them together, will indeed allow you to make this quantum leap.
If we really want to make a change from the industry to the homeland, homeland happiness, security, to the sociology and to the education, it's all around materials. First of all, the nice answer, which is very special to this meeting, is that we are looking from the very top point. Like, I don't want to say, but the corridor of God's kitchen, somewhere that we are looking from the up on all area.
These metals are precious, specialty metals are very scarce, and that it's very important to recover them in a very efficient way. And there we are still lacking the policies and the incentives for the consumers to collect used equipment, like mobile phones, like laptops, like other electronic devices, so that the materials that are in these devices can be recovered and to put in reuse for new applications.
Kilka wystąpień bardzo mnie zainteresowało, dało mi do myślenia. Nie wiedziałem o tym, że w pewnych obszarach badań materiałowych nasze tutaj polskie jednostki naukowe są tak dalece zaawansowane i że ich obszar zainteresowań na tyle jest spójny z tym, czym my jesteśmy zainteresowani, więc pozytywnie odbieram swój udział tutaj.
My purpose of being in this conference is mainly because I am a director of a company in Malta that we focus on specializing on new materials. I attended this conference because a lot of international speakers are quite known in the area are speaking at it, and also to get more information about what is the European Council's position on funding in terms of materials.
discussion about the nanomaterials, how it's actually influencing the science concerning anti-graffiti. It's really important because the material science, it's developing materials. Anti-graffiti is a multidisciplinary aspect of one aspect actually of the nanoscience. We need materials actually to protect against graffiti.
Education is hugely important. Without proper graduates, we won't be able to do anything in the future to advance the main agenda. So I think it's very important, and I think it's also a subject which has been increasing in public awareness and perceived importance.
In terms of science and technology, we have the same problems. But in terms of a political situation, I think we have a much simpler situation. We are too uniform. And uniformity is not very good for creating new ideas, innovations. So Europe has an advantage of having what we might call more inhomogeneous population.
This meeting highlights both the problem and the opportunities for international collaboration.
It is also important to know that we are living in a global world. So internationalization, the use of initiatives relates with innovation, and also how we can make the internationalization without losing our European identity, which is quite important, because when we speak in research, okay, it's important, but most important is how we can create jobs.
I would like to thank all participants, speakers for their contribution to the final success of the conference. Thank you very much.